Annie. I smiled, cheeks flushed, knowing my face was beet red. Nice name, he answered, blotting the stained shirt. Are you naturally nice to strangers who ruin your wardrobe and an asshole to your friends? I asked, thumb pointing to where the blonde with mauve lips stood in line with eyes of fire directed toward me. I'm feeling rather compassionate for someone who appears to be having a rough day. I felt my breath hitch, and my heart reacted to his turquoise blue eyes. Nice of you to assume that. I half smiled. And the reason your friend is stuck with my problem? Long story, he smiled. She'll get over it, trust me. Wow. Well, I am sorry about this. I sighed. I'll just go wait over there. I pointed toward my laptop. I have 5 minutes at most to turn in my essay now. All the more reason that my friend, his eyes shifted toward the woman and back to me, is ordering for you. Yeah, I said. Thanks again. The guy was too gorgeous for words, and there was no way in hell I was looking back at him or up from my computer to catch another angle of the black-haired god who'd given a facelift of beauty to the coffee shop when he walked through the door. I hit send on my essay with 1 minute to spare and waited to hear the swoosh sound on my email before I could collapse back into the booth seat and let my nerves crash after everything that had happened. By the time I gathered myself, my dumbass attempt to be funny name was called again, and the couple was nowhere in sight. Thank God. The coffee shop was still busy, but I was on my way out anyway. I needed to get back to my hotel room and wind down. I was supposed to go out with some old high school friends who lived in the area tonight, and at this point, I could use a drink. Or 10. Or 20. Or not. Tomorrow was my cousin's wedding day, and I probably shouldn't be hungover while having to sit through the superficial ceremony I'd been forced to attend on mine and Dad's behalf. Dad owed me for this. Big time. I pulled up the back strap of my heels on my left foot, hobbling on the right foot in the new stilettos I knew I'd hate by the end of this weekend. I'd bought them to match the burgundy dress I was to wear to the wedding, and I'd decided to break them in tonight. Something told me comfort wasn't part of the expensive shoes that I shouldn't have let the sales associate talk me into purchasing. One last glance at my strapless bandage dress, and I was good to go. I tried pulling my natural waves up, but it wasn't working. Screw it. It's not like I'm out to meet guys tonight. I laughed at the idea. Let's get part 1 of my trip to Frisco out of the way. Hanging at a rooftop club with friends I hadn't seen since high school. The Uber dropped me off at a super fancy hotel that was well lit and immediately oozed wealth and power out of the front doors. Flags from across the world hung over the entrance, while the luxury cars that lined up made my compact Uber selection appear to be dropping me off at the wrong place. What the hell? I whispered. You might meet a famous person, the Uber driver informed me. Good Lord, I answered as I exited the car. I waved my way through the cars and people entering at the same time as me. I was surrounded by luxury and needed to find my friends fast. Ashley Taylor, I said to the concierge as Beth had instructed me to do when I got here. Miss Taylor, he shifted through papers. Will you be staying with us tonight? I'm here to meet friends at a rooftop lounge, I said softly. He reached for a pen to scroll along a screen installed in front of him. I see, he answered. Richard, he waved someone over to him. Please escort Miss Taylor to her party on the top. By the time the doors admitted me through secret elevators and I'd arrived at the rooftop bar, I was somewhat grateful I had on expensive heels at the very least. The atmosphere was euphoric, but it was definitely for the wealthier patrons. I followed Richard to the outdoor area where I heard my name called and finally let out the breath I seemed to have held since following Richard to the elevator. Hey, I said, eyeing the 3 friends I hadn't seen since graduation night.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.